I want to take you back to a pivotal moment in my life, a moment when everything changed. I was 25 years old, working tirelessly at a job that felt like it consumed every ounce of my energy. But despite the hard work, I felt stuck, as if I was running on a treadmill going nowhere. That all changed when I stumbled upon a simple yet profound philosophy. Invest more effort in self-improvement than in your job. This concept was a revelation, a game changer that completely shifted the trajectory of my life. You see, working hard at your job might earn you a living, and that's a good thing. But working hard on yourself, that can earn you a fortune, both literally and figuratively. When I first began to apply this principle, it was as if a switch had flipped. Suddenly, opportunities I had never even noticed before began to present themselves. The stagnation I had felt melted away, replaced by a sense of purpose and momentum. I realized that the true key to success was not in the work I did for others, but in the work I did on myself. Let me share with you a more philosophical way of understanding this. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming more valuable yourself. This is the essence of personal development. You can have more than you currently do because you can become more than you are. If you increase your value, whether through learning new skills, acquiring new knowledge, or expanding your network, your income and opportunities will naturally expand as well. But here's the catch. The hardest work you will ever do is on yourself, and that's because you are your toughest critic. Have you ever found yourself hesitating, doubting, or even sabotaging your own efforts? That's the inner work, the real work that needs to be done. It's about refining your personality, shaping your mindset, and broadening your understanding of the world. My first mentor, Mr. Schaff, had a saying, "The world is mostly full of nice people with only about 11 or 12 truly unpleasant individuals. They tend to move around a lot, so you might encounter one occasionally, but don't let that discourage you. The real challenge isn't dealing with those few difficult people, it's dealing with yourself. It's about becoming the kind of person who is attractive not in a superficial way, but in a way that draws opportunities and success towards you. Now, let's talk about control. Are you tired of living by other people's rules? Tired of letting them dictate what you can and cannot do? If so, it's time to reclaim your power. One of the most liberating philosophies I've adopted is this: never disclose what you do. Too often, we allow others' expectations to limit us. We let their doubts, fears, and criticisms hold us back. But what if you stopped caring about what others think? What if you pursued your dreams with full force, without seeking validation or approval? Imagine the freedom that comes from living life on your own terms. That's the power of keeping your plans and ambitions to yourself. Now you might be thinking, isn't it important to consider others' opinions? And yes, to a certain extent it is, but there's a big difference between being considerate and letting others control your life. When you share your goals, you invite others to project their fears and doubts onto you. Before you know it, those seeds of negativity take root, and you find yourself paralyzed by indecision. But when you adopt the mindset of never revealing what you do, you take back control. You become the captain of your own ship, steering towards your dreams without being swayed by anyone else's expectations. Some may worry that this approach seems arrogant or self-centered, but in reality, It's the opposite. It's about respecting yourself enough to live authentically without needing to justify your choices to anyone else. Let me illustrate this with a story. I once met a young man named Michael. Michael was an aspiring entrepreneur with big dreams, but everywhere he turned, he faced doubt and criticism. His friends and family told him his ideas were unrealistic, and his peers mocked him for daring to dream. But Michael didn't let their negativity stop him. He kept his plans to himself and worked tirelessly day and night to turn his dreams into reality. And you know what? He succeeded. Michael built a thriving business that made him not only wealthy, but also respected by the very people who once doubted him. They wanted to be a part of his success. But Michael didn't need their validation. He had already won by living life on his own terms. This philosophy isn't just about achieving success, it's about living a life of authenticity. When you stop letting others dictate your actions, you begin to discover who you truly are. You no longer conform to societal norms that don't resonate with your deepest desires. Instead, you chart your own path, and in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. When you live by the philosophy of never disclosing what you do, you set an example. You show others that it's possible to live free from the chains of others' expectations. You become a beacon of hope for those who feel trapped in lives they didn't choose. Remember, your journey isn't just about you. By embracing this mindset, you have the power to create a ripple effect that changes the lives of those around you. Too many people live confined by the limitations imposed by others, but when they see someone living boldly, they begin to believe they can too. Your courage to live authentically can ignite a fire in others, inspiring them to break free and pursue their own dreams. But none of this is easy. It takes guts, resilience, and a commitment to your own path. There will be times when the doubts of others start to get to you, moments when conforming seems easier. But in those times, remember why you started. Remember the dreams that once burned brightly within you, and find the strength to keep pushing forward, because at the end of the day, the only opinion that truly matters is your own. The only approval you need is from yourself. When you embrace this truth, you unlock the doors to freedom, fulfillment, and success. So, are you ready to take control of your life? Ready to break free from the chains of other people's expectations? If so, repeat after me. I will never tell people what I do. I will live life on my own terms, and I will not let anyone else dictate what I cannot do. I am the captain of my own ship, and I alone get to chart my course. Say it with conviction. Say it with passion, because when you internalize this philosophy, you become unstoppable. The doors of opportunity will swing wide open, and your dreams will become your reality. So what are you waiting for? The time to act is now. Start living life on your own terms, and watch as the world opens up before you. It won't be easy, but nothing worth achieving ever is. With the right mindset, you can overcome any challenge and achieve things others can only dream of. Embrace the philosophy of never disclosing what you do and transform your life. You'll look back with pride, knowing you lived authentically, achieved your dreams, and inspired others to do the same. Now, go out there and make it happen.